Hello boys and girls, I'm Mr. Dapperton, and today I'm going to tell you what I consider to be the top 10 anarcho-capitalist channels on YouTube. This should be fun. Let's get started. Number 10 is Mike the Cat. This guy is an underrated YouTuber. He makes great content that, as I said, isn't really seen by the public. He preaches the truth and he's rarely wrong. He's definitely worth checking out. Here's a clip.
Can you not understand that normal, sane people hate Nazis and communists equally? We don't sympathize with either side. We do not cry tears for either side when they hurt each other. We're just standing on the sidelines, hoping that they'll just kill each other and thin their own numbers down. They are violent sons of bitches who do nothing but pick fights with each other.
When you talk about the murder of Heather Heyer, someone pops up and says, what about the violence that Black Lives Matter and anti-fascists have caused?
Very good question indeed.
But the problem with that is that it's drawing a false equivalence.
Damn it, Justin, are you seriously going down this road?
Violence is inherent to Nazi ideology. The belief that white people are superior and that they have to take back their country from people of color, that ideology gets people of color killed. There is no way to peacefully be a white supremacist. The very nature of the ideology is violent and harms people of color.
And by accident, you have just described communism. Just replace Jews or people of color with the rich, or the capitalist class, or the bourgeoisie. There is no possible way to peacefully be a communist, because, at best, it involves the forceful confiscation of property from those who happen to have more than everybody else. And at worst, it involves torturing and killing them. If you honestly think that these far-left organizations are in any way peaceful, that means you don't know the first thing about communism.
This next guy is as good as Mike the Cat, but the difference is here he uploads a little bit more frequently than Mike the Cat. This guy is called the Voluntarist Consumer. Check out his channel trailer.
The Orlando shooting and this shooting in Texas are outliers. The majority of mass killings are done with non-practical weapons like vehicles or bombs, not even guns, and the majority of mass shootings are done with handguns.
And this video is going to be a brief history of this weapon of mass destruction.
Somebody call George Bush! We got non-existent weapons of mass destruction over here! No, you don't give yourself rights. Rights have a philosophical foundation, no matter where your foundation happens to be. Doesn't matter. Every ideology's rights have a philosophical foundation other than yours. Yours is just, I feel like having this right, so I'm gonna have it.
Journalist and contributor to Salon.com and Rolling Stone magazine, Jesse, welcome back.
Oh, Salon.com, be still my slandering tongue. Rolling Stone, oh, I'm so sorry I ever offended you.
The next guy is Filthy Heretic, and I am surprised he hasn't caught on with an audience yet, because his content is awesome, and he uploads frequently.
Oh hi, I'm the Heretic. Lots of conservatives, libertarians, and other supporters of small government tend to get hung up on the question of the military in regard to why they can't support anarcho-capitalism. I mean, this is great. If they're this far, then they should understand already that the government is incompetent at providing goods and services, it distorts the economy, throws non-violent people in cages, government schools indoctrinate their children, and that the state itself is fundamentally immoral, a violent institution, the very justification for its existence being an argument for its own demise. How could an organization that violates property rights possibly protect property rights? But the question that they bring up is, how would an anarcho-capitalist society protect itself? Would it be any better than a state? To answer that question directly, yes. Society is far safer if it chooses to defend itself voluntarily rather than place their safety in the hands of a coercive monopoly. But how, you might ask? Well, let's start from the top. We should also deconstruct the idea that the state needs a military at all. After all, What is the military-industrial complex protecting us from? ISIS? That wouldn't exist but for statist military aggression. The Korean War? The American Civil War? Or both world wars? The Vietnam War? Name the war that needed to be fought in US history, and responses to state aggression don't count, as they make my point about the state. Go on. Oh wait. It's almost as if the world would be safer without coercive monopolies controlling the world's militaries, but that would be silly.
Number 7 is the man, the legend, Adam Koch. This guy's actually running for president in 2020. Adam Koch is one of the biggest speakers for freedom on YouTube. He is awesome, and I definitely think you should check out his content.
Mayday. Anarchists in San Francisco are did some preliminary or Mayday Eve festivities, rioting in San Francisco. And you know what? Anarchists, I have to put in quotes. These are not anarchists. They're not real anarchists, because the only real anarchists are anarcho-capitalists. The only ones that really understand the non-initiation of force, the natural organization of society in the absence of a government, as opposed to these so-called anarchists, these non-proprietarian anarchists who are forcefully imposing their will on others in contrary to the very spirit of anarchism. And it's disgusting to see that the mainstream media allows them to get away with this.
Listen to Reason is by far one of the best anarcho-capitalists on YouTube. He makes excellent content. His content is both entertaining and it's informative. You can't beat that combo.
Wait, Reason?
Oh, and Killian.
Wait, Reason, can you portal me back to my space station? I have taqueritos in the microwave.
Sure. And today I have with me my lab partner, Mr. K.
Don't get me wrong, I love abduction roleplay, but I'm usually topping and it's usually consensual. What? Hey, wait, where are my two little bitches?
Oh, you mean these? What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, that was a fun collab. We'll have to do more of these in the future. Just one thing, I'm not really into switching. So next time I'll give you a first-hand lesson in Shibari. Oh, and to all my subs, be sure to check out and sub to Listen to Reason's YouTube channel. Do it, or I'll beat you with a wet towel.
If you're looking for an Ancap YouTuber to subscribe to, My 2 Cents is the guy for you. This guy creates content constantly, and it's all grade A stuff.
Hello everyone, this is My 2 Cents, bringing you My 2 Cents on just about everything under the sun. I'm yet another frustrated millennial weighing in on the problems of today. I comment on a wide range of topics, including current events, economics, religion, and then some completely random stuff every now and then. It's just my 2 cents, so take it for what it's worth.
Number 4 is the one, the only, Hoodie Demon. One of the best Ancap YouTubers, bar none. He's funny. He's insightful. He knows more than me, Mr. Dapper did. He's great. The only reason he's not first or second place is because he hasn't been uploading content recently. He hasn't made a video in like 2 months. If you haven't subscribed to Hoodie Demon, do so now.
When we talk about private property, we are absolutely never referring to your personal belongings. We are always talking about privately owned businesses with corporate hierarchies.
I'm not sure if you realize this, but humans are a pack animal. We want to be led by someone or some force. ANCAPs acknowledge this basic reality and simply advocate for a society of social hierarchy, where the power that businesses get today from the government wouldn't exist, meaning you're free to move to whatever class you want simply with ambition. Part of the reason communism is utopian nonsense is because while you may be able to create a society without class, you will never abolish the idea of hierarchy from the human psyche. Learn to live with that basic fact of life.
Number 3 is a child, a 13-year-old. He makes content better than most anarcho-capitalist adults. Hell, despite his age, he makes better content than most ANCAP YouTubers on this list. Do not let his age fool you. He is smart. You can learn a lot from him. If you don't subscribe to him right now, you're missing out on one of the smartest anarcho-capitalist YouTubers, bar none.
Money.
Have you ever realized that private property and or businesses don't just appear out of nowhere by the bourgeoisie's command? The employer used their labor to create the means of production, using his resources and his labor, and you think that you should get all of the money because you mop the floor. Nice line of logic, comrade.
Number 2 is Esoteric Entity. He's probably one of the more serious Ancap YouTubers, as he's constantly making content. If you ever get bored, this is your Ancap YouTuber, because he's constantly got fresh content for you to watch. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, subscribe to him and you'll never be bored again. And unlike most Ancap YouTubers, this guy could teach you beyond just the basics. This guy knows everything about anarcho-capitalism. He's read like every book on it. It's insane the stuff he knows.
Socialism, a system where people aren't free to associate however they wish with others on a voluntary basis, don't have a right to the production of their own autonomy, or don't have the right to exist free of force, is fundamentally incompatible with libertarianism. Now, aside from the many objective problems with this theory, and believe me, we will be going over them, this is fucking stupid, because even if value was based on the labor theory of value, this still would not be an arbitrary appropriation. The reason that workers do not receive the full profit of the product sold is because the means of production used to create those products are owned by the owner of the company the workers voluntarily agreed to work for.
Now, my personal favorite Ancap YouTuber and my number 1 spot is Shane Killian, or other words, Lord Killian. Particularly, I like it when he's the astronaut skeleton guy, Lord Killian. Now, there's 3 things I like about Shane Killian. Number 1, he explains things simply so everybody could understand it. Number 2, he's intelligent. And number 3, he's not only intelligent, he's entertaining. With most YouTubers, you don't got that perfect balance of entertainment and learning. But with Shane Killian, you get it. You get it in spades.
Hey, I'm Shane Killian. And I'm Lord Killian. Kind of an odd couple, I know. But we've learned to coexist. I'm here to give you all sorts of information you need to know on all sorts of subjects, from science to economics to politics to pretty much anything. I'm just here to debunk morons. I'll give you information. And I'll debunk misinformation. I hope you'll learn. I hope you'll laugh. But watch out, there's a catch! Sooner or later we're bound to cover something you believe in that might not quite be right. And the question is, then what will you do?
Well, that's my top 10 list of best Ancap YouTubers. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash that subscribe button and check out my Ancap YouTube channel. And remember to smash that like button. And if you like any of these channels, be sure to subscribe to them. Links are in the description box. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next episode.